We're back. Episode 8. Can't Tell Me None podcast. Let's go. Name is Try.
Engerson was good, y'all.
What's up? All right. I know we ain't started talking about this, and I know I haven't seen about anything. I just saw a few pictures. But have you seen the Lil Nas video? I haven't seen it. I kind of want to look. I have it pulled up. I kind of want to just play it for a few seconds and let's react.
I seen the clips. It was
all right.
That shit was all over the place, man.
So here's my thing, right? I don't understand why. What the fuck? Okay, we don't really need to play this. I'm good. Okay.
See how fast he just lost interest?
I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm not even gonna get to the point where
clips. He was twerking on the devil, whatever. That shit was whatever. I mean, I don't understand why people. I can see why people were mad, like the religious aspect, but
you don't come for the religious people. They don't play.
Okay, but I mean, like, what do you? It's a gay dude. What do you expect? He was doing it to troll. He was tweeting. He been doing this. He been planning this rollout for like 9. I follow him on Twitter, so I've seen the tweets. He's like, I've been planning this shit for like 9 months. Like, y'all aren't gonna win. Like, he's doing this on purpose. Like, he's doing it to troll. Like, there's no reason to pay it attention. He's not really doing it to be serious.
I wonder what goes through like a mind of like a famous artist as to like how consistent do they think about keep raising the antic? Like, is that like I've always wondered about this. Like, is that something where they sit down and they talk with their team, or is that something they're constantly thinking, writing in a notepad? Like, oh, I have this crazy idea. What if I do this to raise some noise and to cause some stir and to have the social media talking about me? Like, is that like a priority, or I just wonder because they do some crazy shit.
Not all artists do that.
Yeah, no, not all.
But the artists who try to clout chase or whatever you want to call this, I don't even think this is clout chasing. I don't know what it was. I mean,
think he's just in a phase. Seen it. Like, he's just going through a phase. It's just a strange phase.
He never was really a hip hop artist.
He wasn't. I don't know what he was.
He was trying to do country, and they didn't let him in the country with Old Town Road. So everybody in the hip hop community supported him because he was black.
He's pop, right?
He's basically a pop singer. So I don't like this shit. Is what pop singers do. Like, besides the devil shit. I mean, he's not the only person who's probably did something with the devil in their music videos.
No.
Twerking on the devil is a little inappropriate, especially when there's evidence of you saying that your target audience is like kids. So, I mean, you shouldn't be doing all this extra
I can argue the devil is a nice guy.
I hate this.
I can argue that.
You're not going to argue that, though.
You know how I can argue that?
Because he used to be an angel, I know.
No. Okay. Let me just go sidetrack a little bit. So I love this show on Yeah, do your little shit. I watched the show on Jubilee, and it's like the middle ground, right? And it was like Saintist versus Catholic or Christianity or whatever. And
Satanist.
Okay. So I don't know if you've seen the show, but
I haven't seen this before.
They get
middle ground, like when they pick two different sides.
I
haven't seen that episode. But
okay, so it's a Satanist and Christianity. And there was a guy that showed up, bro. He looked like straight out Hotel Transylvania. Whiskered, whole shirt, makeup, real pale face. He looked like Dracula. Mm-hmm. And he was talking like Dracula, but halfway through it, I was like, is this wrong? That I feel like these Saints are more genuine, nice people than these Christian. Because
Well, that's a whole thing. Like, let me stop you right there because I mean, I won't say you're right, but that's a whole, like, it's a lot of Christians. Like, I see it a lot when I don't go to church as much, but when I used to go to church, it's a lot of people who are Christians who are hypocrites. Like, they preach the shit about being Christian, but they don't really follow it in a sense. So, I mean, that's a big thing with any religion. Maybe not somebody, I don't know what the Satanists be doing, but I know with Christianity, I see a lot of times where, especially the people who really practice it, like the elders, our older people who like really practice religion stronger than we do. It's a lot of them who practice it, but are hypocrites. They don't practice what they preach.
Yeah, so I mean, like, religion is
it's a touchy subject.
Yeah, that could be a whole episode in itself. But I'm gonna just sum it up. Like, so to me, I've always think of, let's just stick with Christianity. I don't want to shame anybody for the religions. Okay, you do what you do. You do. Okay, don't come for me. But it was just the whole time I was watching the episode, I just the saneness where they come off very warm and welcome, even if you committed sins in your life, and even if you are gay or this or that. There was like very welcome of people and more open, where the other side is more, structure based Bible. If you don't go by the Bible, then you're going to hell type of thing. So to me, the whole time I was watching that, I was like,
people who are Christian and Catholic, that are a lot of good people that's going to be in hell if you're not supposed to go specifically by the Bible. So I mean, I don't be knowing sometimes.
Let's not get into the religious, but
that's
a
whole conversation. I don't want to do that episode though. I never want to do that episode.
Yeah, me either. Me and Nicole talk about religion all the time, but I'm going to hell, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I've already accepted that, so don't come for me. But you can go to heaven. Start reading the Bible now. You'll go to heaven.
I'm going to hell, and I accepted it.
Yeah, I'm good with that. All right, let's talk about the college admission. Okay, I know we all got fucking Netflix, so I hope you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
Now.
Watch
so
it.
I could get the name, so we get the name right.
It's the college admission scandal, and basically.
Let me get the exact name.
Okay. Because I know there's a few little small letters in there.
Yeah, so I want to make sure so they don't read the wrong shit. So this is wait. I can't go to I finished it. Damn.
I think it's like blue varsity, blue collar.
Oh, it's on my list. It's on my list. My fault. All right, so it's called Operation Varsity Blues, the college admission scandal. That's the one we're talking about.
All right.
That's the one when the chick from Full House or Fuller House, she was paying for her daughter to go to USC.
Yeah, the daughter name's Olivia Jade. Right, I think.
Yeah, the social media chick.
So yeah, the social media chick, and the mother is
Felicity
Lori Laughlin. Lori Laughlin. Yeah. So this is basically about that. But the one thing that I loved about this specific documentary is that it's more than what the media were covering. All you see in the media,
Way more.
Like there's a whole character here that is literally the entire startup of this whole thing.
Rick Singer?
That the media barely talked about.
You talking about Rick Singer?
Rick Singer, okay. Yes, Rick Singer. We'll get into him in a bit, but yes. So just kind of overview. The doc kind of talked about just rich people trying to paying their way so that their kids can go to college at like Ivy Leagues or like USC or UCLA. So
not even just Ivy League, just the normal like private schools like
no. I wouldn't say normal. The high like prestige is the word.
No, but that's why I said like private schools like USC, Stanford, like
UCLA too though. UCLA is public.
Okay, UCLA.
Yeah, there's Yale.
But UCLA is a more prestige public school. Yale's a public school.
Yeah, it's Ivy League school.
Ivy League schools are public? I thought those were private schools.
No, they're public. They're Ivy League. They're just Ivy League.
All right. Anyways, keep talking.
Yeah, Harvard is not public. I think Harvard.
It's not a private school. Are you sure?
Damn, I went to college.
You the one that has a degree. So
whatever. Sure? Okay.
Because Cal State Channel Islands is a public school. USC isn't.
I know USC isn't.
UCLA is a public school. I don't think Ivy League schools are public schools.
But no, that's Ivy League. They're not private.
I think they are.
They're not.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, so hey, we're not the podcast for education here, okay? We're not. We're just a bunch of dummies that don't know what we're fucking talking about. So don't take us for face value.
Hold on.
We do our research though, actually.
In addition to providing a quality education, the 8 Ivy League schools, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, the University of Penn, Brown, Dartmouth, Cornell, and Columbia, are well known for being highly selective private institutions.
Oh,
so yes, they're private schools.
All right, whatever.
That's what I thought. I'm like, come on.
Well, UCLA ain't. All right.
UCLA isn't, but it's still a high. It's because a lot of smart people go there, so they have the prestige.
All the nerds. Yes, all the nerds. Anyways, so the Netflix series is basically covering this whole scandal, but the thing is, the media didn't talk about is this guy named Eric Singer, and he's basically what he does is what's called the side door way of things. So now there's two way of getting your kids into college if you were like a rich parent. So there's the back door, which is something we all know. Like we all know. Yes, you're rich, so you donate to colleges. And you somehow you get a fucking bench on the campus with your name, and you keep donating, and then if you have family members that went to the college, it's much easier to go to the college.
That's the back door, right?
That's the back door. Yeah, that's the back door. We're talking about like the traditional way that people think of like as far as like wealthy kids getting into.
You donate. Your parents are rich, so they donate fucking $1 million to USC, and then USC names a building after your family.
Yeah, they sponsor certain events and stuff like that. Yeah,
and they're alumni and everything. So by the time you are starting to apply for colleges and they see your name, and all you got to do is just show them your lineage, and they see that your parents donated an amount of money, they're gonna let you in.
And schools, like when I was applying for college, I had no shot of like making it to Ivy League. Let's be serious. I'm Asian, but not that kind of Asian. Yeah. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So yeah. When you're applying, like they tell you, like if you have relatives, most of the time that is a way that can help you to get in faster. But anyways, so we all know the back door. The back door, easy. Here's the thing that I didn't fucking know. Maybe I'm just dumb and maybe I just don't think into too much, but it's the side door. So
I didn't really know about that either.
Yeah, so the side door, nobody really talked about it because not a lot of people did it. But the side door, basically in this doc, is this guy Eric Singer, and he used to be a basketball athletics coach. He stopped doing that, but during the time, he kind of built up a bunch of relationship as far as like in the school athletics with like advisors and counselors and like athletic coaches and stuff like that. So he had connections, right? And he started his own little business, and what he basically did was he would take advantage of the smallish sports that nobody watch, like water polo, swimming, and stuff like that, right? And the rich parents would pay him a fee, and he would get their kid into one of these teams as a way of getting into the school, because besides, your fucking brain, your SAT score, and your ACT score, the one way to get into school was that through, sports. So, but the thing is, they couldn't use sports like baseball, basketball, football, because those are high competitive. You got to be really fucking good, heavily scouted. So he went for like the bottom of the barrel, the like easy
water polo, volleyball, track, maybe
the walk on.
What else? Fucking cross country, tennis, yeah, golf, shit that's in high school, but you don't see fucking high school golf on ESPN. You see high school football.
Another thing is basketball. You won't see any of these sports in low incoming high school.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't have water polo. That's like we don't even have swimming pools.
Yeah, we have swimming pools.
Yeah,
in our high school.
So
we got tennis courts, but we don't got tennis teams.
What school you go to with a tennis court?
Londo had tennis courts.
When?
Londo used to have tennis courts. I think they still got tennis courts.
I was there a freshman. We had no tennis court.
They for sure had tennis courts.
Okay.
Well, they had one. No, maybe they. Oh no, they had handball
they don't.
courts. I'm thinking
they had a handball. Yeah, they don't have a tennis.
They didn't have tennis.
No, they didn't have a tennis. Come on now. Even if the way they are.
I'm thinking it's somewhere over there. Is it Hawthorne?
No, bro. Our school was way too broke. We were in a fuck. Look. Our Lawndale days, we were in bungalows. The student was so fucking ghetto. They fucking put books in the microwave and burn it. Kids were fucking nozzing it. Kids was like nozzing it in the corner of the classroom.
Kids used to be smoking in class. I didn't do that.
Girls was getting caught for sucking 7 dicks at the same time in the restroom. I know you remember that shit. Our school was not the best. We ain't had no tennis court. Let's be honest here. We.
I think we did. I really think we had tennis courts.
No, we didn't. It was a handball.
I'm thinking before we went to high school, when we were in middle school, I think Lawndale had tennis courts because my sister went there.
Oh.
That's why I'm trying to. I don't remember. Don't worry about that. Anyways, let's get back to what we was talking about.
Yeah. So
they don't have that in like the fucking poor neighborhoods. They usually have that in the rich neighborhoods.
Yeah. So the side door. So what he would do is he would get these kid a spot in the team, as a way to get into the college. Now, what's more fucked up is the kids never ever played the sport in their entire life.
They probably ass at it.
Right. But the thing is, so he has connections with, I know the lady that was really heavily televised in this documentary was the USC athletics personnel that were
personnel or the director?
Director. I think it was director.
Was that athletic? Oh, shit. Yeah, it was the athletic director.
Yeah. So she was hoping to funnel these kids in, and also just to go a step up and beyond, he would have a guy that would come in and take the SAT for the kid without the kid knowing that he took the SAT. Now, if you know anything about SAT, you go on a Saturday or something and you go to Hawthorne High and you sit in a fucking class with like 40 other fucking students on a Saturday morning with no fucking AC. It was hot as fuck in the summer. And you take a SAT, you're sweating bricks and you're like answering A, B, C, D, guessing if A is right or B is wrong, whatever it is. I
went to West Torrance to take mine, by the way.
I don't know. I went to Hawthorne. I was sweating bricks. My ass crack was sweaty. My forehead, my shirt was all sweaty. I'm over here doing fucking snake zigzag line with the SAT because after an hour you're like, fuck this, I really don't care anymore. I went 3 times and it just got worse and worse and worse. By the 3rd time I literally didn't finish the test. I was like, there's no point.
The SAT is not made for minorities to succeed in it, but that's a whole different
topic. I could have did better. I just didn't.
Like I said, that's a whole different topic. We'll talk about that in another episode.
Yeah. So they'll have a whole guy bring the kid in, and they're taking like it's a 101 test, which
for SAT.
Yeah, you watched the documentary. Did you not see that part?
I did see that part.
No, it was the guy named Mark, and he was literally.
No, I probably didn't see that part. I remember Mark.
Yeah. So he took the fucking test, and he acted as a teacher. So it's just him. Like imagine he was just here in the classroom, and then the student would take it and they would hand it to him, and then they would think that. So all the parents were scared. They were like, "We don't want our kids to know what we're doing. We don't want them to know this. We want them to know that they got into school fair, openly."
I remember the part you're talking about. Yeah. He was basically posing as like the proctor for the test, and they were taking the test, but once they handed it to him, he was basically going and taking the test for it.
But the thing, I'm like, you know how rich these kids, that they didn't know that it was a special event for them. Not event, but why do you think this is normal? You're taking a test with a guy that you never fucking seen in a classroom by yourself. Like, you know how many students need to take the SAT? A lot. You can't take the SAT by yourself.
Yeah, but as a high school
kid, just by that, you should be like, it's kind of sketchy.
That's not true, because I mean, the SAT they do. I mean, you can't cheat. They don't want you to just be looking over at other people's tests, even if y'all have different versions of the test. But I could see in a sense where someone could just be taking the SAT by themselves.
Maybe I'm just talking from a broke perspective, and we all have to share.
That's what I'm saying. I could see in
maybe
a sense.
Maybe rich kids.
Excuse me.
Dropped off in the Mercedes, go in, take a test, and leave.
You could be rich, but if you're like a rich kid that's homeschooled, you might not go take the SAT like how we did. We went to high school and we was in a classroom with and it was like a specific day, and it was like 20 classrooms where it was like 40 kids in the classroom.
Right, and we're all like.
Yeah, someone that's homeschooled might not be in that situation.
It's not the same test.
Someone that's probably in a richer school might not be in that situation. They might have the ability where their school is hosting it, and it's like one person per room, so you can't cheat or do that shit. Or if you're homeschooled, you might just be taking it by yourself. You might not go to a school and take it. So I can see that. Yeah. I don't know the rules. I don't know we don't know the rules, so we don't know if you can if you have to sign up and it has to be at a designated area with a whole bunch of kids in the class. Yeah, it could just be taken.
So what's fucked up is they faked the SAT score, which is something that I didn't even think of it. I just think about the back door. So the side door really opened up my mind about what really go through, and it's like, fuck, that's gnarly. I
wish my parents would have had money. I would have told them to just pay to get me into school, and then I would have did it from there.
Right. And another thing is, okay, I watched this, and it's a fucked up process. It's not fair, but also I'm like,
it's kind of smart.
It's smart. Like, you got so much money to blow, man. Like, fuck it. All right.
It's
50 mil to get my kids into Harvard just so I can fucking brag about this? Sure, why
it's
not?
fucked up. It's fucked up because when it comes to people like us, people who come from low income neighborhoods, people who come from poverty, who finally make it to college, they don't have the money like these rich people. Their parents don't have the money to just pay for them to get into Yale. So yeah, it sucks when this kid that might not have the grade. It sucks. No, actually, I won't even say it sucks if. It sucks. That sucks. I'd be mad if I was like smart enough in high school to get into an Ivy League school, and then I realized that I didn't get in because some kid who was stupid as fuck, but his parents were just rich, paid his way in illegally. I would be mad as fuck.
But my thing is, and it kind of showed this in the doc, is when Olivia always she used to vlog a lot, right? Mm-hmm. And she would always vlog about how she hated school. And she can't stand it. After class, she just wanted like chill and don't do shit. Never looked like she was a hard worker. Never really looked like she was studying and doing homework.
She looked like she should be making money doing YouTube and vlogging, not fucking.
And I can argue that regardless of all the money, because all these parents, what they're really essentially paying is they're paying for the prestigious school so that in the public eye they can kind of get a high five for like, oh, my kid is going to Yale, my kid's going to Harvard, my kid's going to Stanford.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't necessarily care about the success rate of their kid while they're in college, as much as just the fact that they got in.
Well, yeah, because a lot of parents that are able to do this, make a lot of money and have jobs to where if their kid doesn't succeed in college, their kid will either be able to live off of them. 2, when they die, their kid is just going to inherit all their money. Or 3, they can just have their kid work for their $1 million business. So their kid is going to end up being rich anyways, even if they don't succeed in school. So that's why. But like you said, they just want to have that pat on the back. Oh, my kid goes to Harvard. My kid goes to USC.
But to me, it wouldn't be so fucking embarrassing that like, comes to find out your kid fucking never graduated. You know, like, it made it hard to Harvard, but never graduated. Because, like, look, at the end of the day, money can get you a lot of things and it get to you in college. But it's not going to, money pay for your SAT, but it's not going to pay for your degree at the end of the day.
It's not going to pay for your...
You gotta finish them fucking school yourself.
But it's not even that it's going to pay for your degree. It's not... Because once you get to college, they can't pay for you to get your grades. That's on, unless you're an athlete, that's a whole different story, because athletes might be able to cheat their way through college sometimes. Yeah. But if you're not an athlete and you just one of these rich kids... If you stupid as fuck, it's gonna show in your grades. It exposes you. Yeah, you're gonna be exposed because you're paying for these classes. It's not in high school where the school is paying for your education. You're paying for your education. Your parents are paying for that. So the teachers don't give a fuck. If you fucking are illiterate, it's gonna show. Yeah. So like, at the end of the day, they can pay all this money to get their kids into school, but like you said, it's gonna show if their kids aren't getting the grades. Yeah. Like how'd your kid going to Harvard and getting all Fs? I don't even think that's possible. You have to literally be somebody who doesn't care about school and does the bare minimum to go to Harvard. Because I'm pretty sure everybody that goes to Harvard has like at least a fucking 2.9, a 3.0. Yeah. At least. So and all them dudes probably have like 4.0s.
As you watch this documentary, right? There's some factors. There's the Eric singers. Is it Eric Singer?
No, it's just Rick Singer.
Rick Singer. Why did I say Eric Singer? Rick Singer's. I was wondering why you said that. There's the Rick Singer. There's the parents. And then there's the college. Now, who is the one to blame here in your eye?
The colleges and Rick Singer. Because one, he knew what he was doing was illegal, but he was doing it because he knew he could make money off of it.
Let's talk about him. How do one become... Like, how do one end up with that type of occupation? Because there's no like rule book. There's no like, there's no guidebook on how to become a side door hustler. College admission side. I don't even know what is the name.
You have to know the people. Right. You have to know people, and he knew people.
Yeah, he knew the coaches, the athletic directors, the school, and he knew the way to get around it. But the thing is, it's like in the doc, it'll kind of only talk about Stanford, Yale, but I've always in USC. But I'm like,
This happens at all schools.
Did he know more than that? Because it felt like he was doing it at multiple school, but like then you would need to know like the personnel at so many different schools, not just like the top, 4 or 5.
He probably was only doing it at the schools that got that were involved in the scandal. So he probably was only doing it with them schools. But yeah, it's probably other people that are doing this with even smaller schools.
Yeah.
Like, this happens all the time. This isn't just him.
I know,
other Rick singers in the world.
But the side door factor isn't as popular and isn't like.
No, yeah, it's other Rick singers doing the same thing as him right now with smaller universities.
Right.
It don't got to be the USC's, the Yales. It could be like the Hamptons, it could be HBCUs. It could be like the fucking the no-name universities. Like fucking. Let me think of a no-name university. Like. Think of some random college or some random 4-year school in Arizona or Illinois, and there's probably some rich dude somewhere over there doing the same thing that he's doing.
Right. And I agree with you that the 2 at fault is the college and Eric Singer here. I don't really
and the parents.
Yeah, the parents, but I put them third. If you go on
I don't think it's any rank. I think all 3 parties are at fault the same way. The people who working for these universities that are allowing this to happen, that are accepting the payments and all this stuff, and they know that it's because the people are trying to bribe them to get their child in. Mm-hmm. Then Rick Singer, because he knows what he's doing is illegal, but he's just finessing the system.
Yeah.
And then the parents, because they obviously are the ones supplying the money, so they know what the fuck that they're doing is illegal, and they're still doing it, even if it's for the betterment of their kid.
Right.
It's not fair to all these other children.
Yeah.
It could be children coming from low income neighborhoods, or children coming from high income neighborhoods that just their parents are playing the fair way and they didn't get in because it's these. It could be their next door neighbor that did some shit, and now their child got into Yale because they paid $1 million, but their neighbor's child didn't get into Yale even though they had a 4.5 GPA.
Yeah, it was talked about that. She was kind of mad that these kids took the spot because they don't have that many spots to just hand out. It's just not it's just not like easy,
especially when it comes to academics.
Right. Just like purely academics. Like these schools get so many fucking applicants, right? And so like
thousands.
It's so hard to narrow down the perfect applicant that would be like a Stanford student or a Yale. And there's so many fucking kids that like grind their ass off, and you got fucking Olivia Jade over here making vlogs and getting into school.
Olivia Jade probably never took an AP class in high school, and there's kids that probably took 4 or 5.
Let's talk about hard AP courses.
I hated taking AP.
Bro, I wanted to kill myself. I was like, what am I doing here? I
think taking AP classes in high school is the reason I didn't go to a 4-year. Because when I took them classes, I was just over it. I couldn't, it was so stressful. I wasn't ready for that.
By the time you get to the AP test, you're like, I'm done. I
gave up. I might have passed those classes, but the amount of work it took me to pass AP classes, I've never been a good dude at math, but the amount of work it took me to try to pass my AP classes junior year, I ended up getting a D in math.
Look, no,
so
I passed. You can't
go to a 4-year like that.
I passed my class, the two anomaly class.
I passed the classes. I didn't pass the test though.
Yes, I literally when they hand me the test, I was like, why did I even go through all this just to take this test? Ain't no way I'm passing this test.
I seen that. I remember it was for AP US History junior year. I seen that test.
That was the easy one.
But that shit.
But AP history was the easiest one.
And that's the point. History is my subject. And I looked at that test and I said, "What the fuck am I looking at,
bro?"
I said, you know what? I'm not built for this. I said,
bro, I took AP history too because I was like, this is landslide. As long as I know my years, my shit. They give me the test and I was like, what is this?
Okay, but you hearing what I'm saying about AP? The 2 classes I took, AP US History and I took AP Environmental Science. Yeah. Do you understand how hard, bro? And I took AP English.
Yeah.
Do you understand how hard those 2 tests were?
Yeah.
Bro, when I took that AP Environmental Science test,
you felt stupid. You felt stupid, huh?
I felt so stupid.
Oh, and then Tanner, right? This motherfucker goes, I ain't did shit. He took a lot of AP because he went when he got to college. He had like fucking 30 credit
already. Yeah,
already. That's literally a whole ass year.
The only way you could get credit, you gotta pass the test.
This is what he told me about AP. He's like, yeah, I ain't done no homework. I just passed the test. And I was
That's
like,
smart though.
I was like, what? He's like, I ain't done shit. I ain't did shit all year. I just went in and passed the test. And I was like, how the fuck do you not pay attention the whole year and just go in and pass the test?
If you go in and pass the AP test
you get the credit.
You get the credit for the class because you cannot turn in the homework. You get
the college credit.
You get the college credit. That's my point. So
right.
You might, even if you don't do the work in the class and you fail,
right,
or get a D or whatever, even if you get a C or if you get a D or an F, you can go in summer school and just take a normal history class and make up those credits. You don't got it. It don't got to be AP.
My thing is just like the intelligent between somebody, like there's just really smart. I don't even know if smart is. Yeah, I guess smart, but like there's so many smart students that don't even do homework, don't even do anything. But if you give them a fucking AP test, they'll pass it without even paying attention.
That's a gift.
I'm like, bro,
that's a gift.
I tried so hard to fucking pass the AP test, and like I couldn't even finish it. And this dude who just go, yeah, I ain't did nothing. I never paid attention. I passed
probably
it.
Probably got like a 4 on that bitch.
No, he had the highest AP score. And Tanner was one of those students that like literally would not study, drank the night before college. Like drank the night before his test. I remember this freshman year.
I remember when we used to drive up to Camarillo. We used to be getting drunk, and y'all be talking about, oh, man, I got school the next day.
He's the one that always has a final because he has a Friday class. Right. And he would be so fucked up, drink, and like literally wake up at like 5 a.m. or like sleep at like 2. Wake up at like 5, 6 a.m. Look at the fucking book for like 10 minutes. And go and have the highest grade in the class.
And that's fucked up because I remember we used to drive up there, me and the homies. We used to drive up there, visit Try and the other homie Henry at Channel Islands. We would be partying on Thursday nights. We would leave personally to come back down to LA at like maybe midnight 1, or if we left in the morning, we would leave at like 8 or 9. We would wake up in the morning to leave, and all these motherfuckers would still be drunk as fuck. And I wake up and I see Tanner, the only dude talking about I got a test in an hour. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You got a test?
He's always the one with the test. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
And this was when I was in school. So in my head, I'm like, oh, this nigga tripping. I'm like, I got class. I had class on Fridays, but my class wasn't until like 11 or 12. He talking about he got a 9 a.m. at 8 a.m. and he got a final. I'm like, oh, fuck no.
And literally, like, it's kind of funny because him and our friend Steph always has the same class, right? And he would be never studying, and she's like fucking going crazy in the library, just. And then they literally would share like their test grade, and I'll be there to hear it. And literally he got an A, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, I literally don't know how there's those people. So yeah, going back to it. So regardless of how fucking like rich your parents is, like if you're just not like intelligent in that sense of like Yale and Stanford is gonna fucking kick your ass, even if your parents got money to put you in.
Yeah, it don't matter how much money you got. Them teachers. That's where the best of the best go, whether you're trying to be a lawyer, a doctor, a politician, whatever it may be.
Right.
Teachers are not about to let you just pay your way through class so you could fuck shit up.
Yeah. And the one thing I want to talk about, because I was thinking about this a lot when I was like watching the doc, is how they talk about the side door, right? But the more they talk about the side door, it makes me think about, I don't know if there's a name for this, but we watch a lot of college sport, is like when the university and the coaches actually bribe the student and pay for them to go to school. Like, is that...
It's basically the same thing as the back door.
Right. Yeah. But is that considered bad?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yes. No. You know what? I say no because the NCAA should be paying athletes anyways.
Right.
So fuck it. It'd be different if it was just a normal student. Like these parents... These rich parents who are paying for it'd be different if it was like fucking, let me think of somebody who's good at football right now. That's
Reggie Bush. Let's go Reggie Bush.
No, fuck Reggie Bush. It'd be different if fucking with Zion Williamson.
Zion, yeah, he took some money.
It'd be different if he was just a normal kid and his parents paid for him to go to Duke. Then I'd be like, okay, right. It could have been an athlete, or it could have been someone from a lower income neighborhood who really deserved it in that position. But even if his parents or whatever took that money for him to go to Duke, he's basically almost the next LeBron in a sense. So
So the connection I wanted to make is that
he deserved the money. He got hurt too.
Yeah,
he was out for a minute.
The connection I do want to make is that you have this side door shit, right? And then you do have the part where the college pay and bribe the student athlete to go to their school. which I feel like that's like, it's not bad, but it's still kind of like wrong in a sense.
You said paying the student athletes?
Yeah, because they're bribing them by.
Well, yeah, they're bribing them. Yeah, it's
like
not.
I do agree. They should be compensated and they should be getting.
Yeah, they should be getting more than
playing.
I'm pretty sure athletes get like in college. You get like a $800 stipend a month. I could be wrong, but
right.
Like at small college, if you're on a scholarship, they give you money a month because you can't work. You gotta focus solely on that sport. So,
but the thing is, the one part I think is wrong, and like college, there's just so many fucking scam within like colleges and shit like that.
Well, college is a scam in itself,
right? Yes, colleges is a scam. The one thing is like some of these student athletes don't have the grades, but because they're so fucking great, Ben Simmons is a perfect example. Here's the connection. So imagine you have like a kid that's like not so great as far as his high school, college sports career wise, but has a bomb ass grade. But now he's doing decent. Like he wants to try out for the school and for the college, right?
The sports team?
For the sports team. But he's not gonna get in over the kid that probably got fucked up grades but is like top 5 or something like that. So like how could you
top
say
5 athletically?
Yeah, top 5. So could you say like, is that unfair in a way? Because they always say student athlete, right? When it comes to college sports, it goes hand in hand.
It's not fair because it's not fair to the kid who has good grades but might not be athletically good compared to the dude who might have like a 2.5 in high school, but since he's just the greatest athlete, he got that D1 scholarship.
Right.
But that just comes back to just the way America is run. We don't have no systems. If you look overseas, look at Luka, for example. He didn't go to, I don't know if he went to college.
I don't think he just went pro.
He started playing for Real Madrid basketball at like fucking 13, 14. They'd seen, okay, he's good at basketball. This is what he's going to do with his career. There's no point. He probably went to high school still. He probably got his high school degree.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking point for Luka to go to college if his whole goal is to play basketball professionally.
Right.
Overseas, not just wherever Luka's from, in Spain, anywhere in Europe, that's what they do. In America,
it's kind of crazy how our system is always about, at the end of the day, it's always about making money.
That's the whole point. In America, we force kids to go to school to get an education, not because we want them to get an education, because we want them to make money.
Yeah.
If we focus more, if we were more like Europe and overseas where they focus more on your craft and we put more emphasis into like, if you're an athlete, okay, let's have these U13, 14, 15 clubs where we're just slowly.
You would separate the college.
You would separate people from who want to go to college to actually be doctors, be lawyers, be scientists, whatever the fuck it may be.
Right.
To people who are just going to college because they want to have that chance to make it to the league. If you put all those people who are just athletes, but they know you have to be good in school and do all that shit and go to college to get that chance, and just take them over to where they're just focusing solely on whatever sport they're in.
Yeah,
because that's what they're gifted at and that's what they're really talented at, and then take the scholars and lead them in college.
Right.
It'd be a big difference.
Yeah, I think the way that we try to integrate sport with college here creates this whole scam that's because you can scam from like the athlete with bad grades getting into the school, and then you can scam from like
Ben Simmons is a perfect example.
And then you can scam from the other way, which is the money getting into the college through like sports.
Exactly. And Ben Simmons is a perfect example. I don't think LSU ever paid him, but because he's from Australia, wherever he went to Monteverde High School.
Yeah.
But he went to LSU and he basically, I could be wrong, but I could have swore he was basically academically ineligible because he didn't have the grades. He wasn't doing the work. He was like, there's no point for me to do this work because I'm not going to school.
Right.
To fucking be whatever I'm majoring in. I'm going to school because I want to be a basketball. I want to play in the NBA.
Right. And to that sense, he's taking a spot away from somebody who wants to be there.
Exactly.
That has the
but
grade
if in
too.
America, even though he's from Australia, he was playing high school in America because he won Australia. It'd be different if he had to play in Australia and go through the NBL or the Australian League to get to the NBA. But he's knowing the best way for you to get to NBA is you have to go to college in America and basically play so you can get that exposure.
It's so weird.
If America would be different, he could have just left Australia, moved to America, and just played for a club.
Yeah.
Play for like Los Angeles Lakers U14 club.
Yeah.
Or some bullshit, whatever it may be. I was just using them as an example.
Yeah,
but you get the point.
It's so fucked up that it's just our system. Our system has always valued money. So now, like, there's so many loopholes of getting into college.
Exactly.
And screwing another student over for trying to get in a fairly manner.
Exactly.
And either sport or money.
And it's the same thing overseas. They do that when it comes to trades, when it comes to like electricians, carpenters, and all those stuff. Where we go to trade school out here, like they put an emphasis on that. Like if that's what you want to do, then they put an emphasis to make sure that you learn that. So when you're out of high school, or whatever it may be, and you're about to start your career, you can focus on whatever trade you want to do, whether that's being an electrician or carpenter. In America, you have to go to trade school and have to still pay a shit ton of money, even if you come from a neighborhood where you can't afford it, in order to even get the chance to become a carpenter, to become a mechanic, a construction worker, electrician, whatever the fuck it may be.
Yeah.
And those are occupations that they might not be the best occupations, but they make money. True. You might not be as rich as a doctor or a lawyer, but you're going to make money to not be living broke. But they don't teach us that in America.
Yeah, no. Over the years, I've gotten so fucking bored of this like sense that like you have to go to college. Like I went to college and I got a degree, whatever. But like if I can do it again, do I want to be here with a college degree and also a $33,000
loan? I mean debt. Yeah, you might have the debt, but
$34,000. Like, do I really? Well, I really want
to be in that position?
Like, I'm stuck. Like, I don't know I don't know which one I'd rather be. Do I want to be here with the degree and the $34,000 loan, or do I want to be here without a degree, and but no debt? Like, it's such a hard place.
Okay, but look at that. I might have a degree and no debt, but it's people that I know that are friends that graduated college. It's friends that I know that graduated college and got a 4-year degree. And they're not in better positions than me, but it's friends that I know that graduated college and have 4-year degrees who are in better positions than me. So yeah, the degrees and everything.
Who are or aren't?
Are.
Okay.
Both sides of the spectrum.
Okay.
So I mean, it all depends on it really depends on what you want to do in life. You have to really figure out what you want to do in life, because if what you want to do in life doesn't involve college,
true,
there's no point in wasting all that money, wasting all those resources to go to college when, like, let's say for example, someone wants to be a YouTuber. If you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to be a Twitch streamer, if you want to do any all of that shit like the social media influencer and make money like that, there's no point for you to go to college. Just go ahead, find you a little 9-to-5 where you can make some good money and you can still have the hours to do what you want to do when you're not working, and get that shit done.
See where I am.
You gotta have the ambition though. That's the thing.
I know. See where I'm torn is that like, in one end, I do like the fact that I went through college and have a degree, and I think the biggest takeaway I will say that college teach you more than the classroom in itself. It teach you how to be organized. It teach you how to be mature. It teach you how to learn how to communicate with others. It exposes you more
to different cultures,
to different culture, to
different walks of life, different everything.
Right, and you learn how to be professional in a professional setting.
And I'm saying all this, and I only went to community colleges. I didn't go to university like you, so I wasn't staying in dorms, meeting new people. But even going to community colleges, you meet different people coming from different walks of life, different cultures, and you have to learn to. You have I've never been a dude. It's never been hard for me to accept other people, but if you're someone that's been around, we'll just say white people, if you're someone that's grew up in a rich neighborhood and been around nothing but white people, going to college, whether it's a university or a community college, because it's a lot of people when you're in community college that come from overseas and they're going to community college so they can end up transferring to a university. Right. So you still have to deal with different cultures when it's your classmates and everything. You have to learn how to respect different people. Right. Because of what they believe in, whether they're black, Asian, white, Mexican,
and
Muslim,
location
Christian,
matters
Buddha.
too. Where you go matters. I think
I went to 3 different community colleges, so I experienced a lot of different cultures.
Yeah, I think where you go matter. I think the farther you expand your horizon, the more it can benefit you because you're away from home, so there's no sense of like comfortableness.
Yeah.
So you do have to like kind of be on edge, and sometimes that's a good thing because because you get the sense that like you're here for a reason. You're here for school, and like if I don't succeed here,
I'm not here to mingle with friends that I
like,
might bump into. I'm here to focus on my schooling.
Right. Or if you're one of those people that drop off the rail somehow, that happens in college too. You can go either or side of the road. You can either be the student that went to college and actually graduate, or you can be the student that went to college and then just went downhill from there. You never know. It's just like, but at the end of the day,
college is where you find yourself.
Yeah. Actually,
I will say that.
Yes.
No, it is.
But
especially if you go away, like you just went to Channel Islands, you got to think about people who we know that went to college, whether they went up north or whether they actually left the state of California. When you go away from college and you're no longer at home,
right?
Even I could get if you go home maybe once a week if you're still close, but if you're not at home 5 days a week and you're away from your family, away from a lot of the people that you know, even if it's people that you know that go there from high school.
But what if you?
It's still where you find yourself though.
But what if you went far and then you graduate and then you came back home and you staying at your parents' house and then like you're just stuck again? Like you go back and you're stuck.
Well, that comes into college being a scam because you still got to do for some people. I'll finish it. Exposure to new places, but that all goes to like how you were brought up and shit. Like you're supposed to, when you go to college, you're supposed to find yourself because you're gonna be experience the things that you might not agree with,
right? And
that's supposed to really make you become the person that you are as an adult.
Yeah, no, I believe it. I'm pro college, but I also do get it if you're con college.
I'm pro college too, even though.
Yeah, I just wish it wasn't so expensive. We always hear stories.
My thing.
We always hear stories about our parents saying, "Not my parents didn't go to college," but like older people was like, "Oh, when I was going to college, tuition was this little," and it's like, "Fuck."
But here's the thing: if you look overseas in Europe, in certain countries in Europe, college is free because the reason college is it's not free, but they pay for it because if you want to go to college. Then go to college. If you don't want to go to college, just like in America, it's almost like you're pressured to go to college. So even if you don't want to go to college, you're in there for people who don't want to go. Like because of how society is, you have to go to college. You have to at least get a 2-year or 4-year degree,
right?
Just so you can get a decent job.
They kind of almost like force you to go to college because.
Yeah, but that's not how it is in Europe.
But yeah, I know. But also, they don't
other countries, not just Europe.
They don't really give you a choice because they don't really teach you much in high school to begin with. High school doesn't really prepare you for life. Like college prepares you for life, but high school doesn't. So it's like now I have to pay all this money just for a institution to prepare me for actual life. Like fuck.
But that's what I'm saying. Like overseas, like if they like when you're in high school or I guess secondary school, whatever they call it overseas.
Right.
If they could tell that you're not somebody that's going to be a doctor or a lawyer or something where you need to go to college to do that secondary learning, to do those extra 4 years, extra 8 years, do your residency in a hospital, whatever the fuck you may be doing, then they're going to give you a trade, something that you might like, and they're going to teach you how to do that.
You take that specific class, you get that license.
Exactly. You get the license to become a fucking plumber, a fucking mechanic, a fucking electrician, a fucking whatever the fuck, whatever the fuck is trade schools in America.
There's a lot.
They push you to that if they know that you're not going to be a scholar. If you're not going to be a politician, if you're not going to be a doctor, a lawyer, a scientist, a geologist, anything where you need to go to college, then they're not going to push you to go to college because there's no point for you to go waste your time if you go do something else and make money to stimulate the economy. But in America, we're just so fucked up thinking about money that we don't care. We're just pushing everybody to go to college so colleges and the government can make money off of that, and then it'll go back into the economy and so on and so forth.
My hope is that, like, obviously I would love that they cut the student loan debt, but I just realistically I just don't see how that happened. Like these colleges are so fucking big and they're so powerful. Like, there's no way that they're gonna be a-okay with cutting off some debt. But it is federal debt, so maybe. Because I know when I do pay my shit, it's the federal loans.
Yes, but all of America's debt goes back to the reason we're in debt is because it's so many countries that owe us money. So if we could just get the money back from them, we could do.
But we ain't. Things. We ain't.
We not. But
let's talk about. Okay, let's talk.
We got so much money, it shouldn't even matter.
Okay. Oh, let's talk about money then. Let's talk about money. Because you say that we have a lot of money, which you're not. We don't. We basically are in major debt, my guy. We are in a lot of debt. Okay.
We're in debt with countries for helping other countries, but there's still other countries that owe us money.
No.
Yes. No. It might be no, but it's also yes.
Okay.
It might be smaller countries that owe us money, and we might owe money to bigger countries.
We owe China a lot.
Okay, but there's also smaller countries that owe us a lot, and they can't pay us because they're third world countries. So what the fuck does China expect? They're a communist country anyway. Yes, they are.
I fucking know that. But I'm just saying, like, as far as right now, our country is not in a good state when it comes to...
It isn't, but when we're talking about what we're talking about now, money, but that has nothing to do with the college. Like, they can do stuff. They have enough money to help the colleges to make it where if people want to go to college, they can go, and if they don't have to go. They could find trades or other shit to make money.
Yeah.
But America just wants to be so focused on making money because they're so worried about the debt. But that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah. But if you want to talk about the debt, the U.S. debt sum is about
we
27 trillion. Right, it's about 27 trillion in debt.
It was more than that a couple years ago.
Well,
I could have swore we was in the 40s.
No, we were not.
No, I could have swore we was in the 40s around the time when Obama was presidency. Was the president? I could have swore we was in the 40s.
No. According to the graph of thebalance.com, no, it was not
the highest.
It's yeah.
Damn, I could have swore we was higher than that.
The largest deficit.
I don't keep up with that shit.
The largest deficit goes to President Obama. He added 8.3 trillion to the debt.
And that made us what in total?
Well, it doesn't say that here, but President Trump is the second largest contributor, adding 6.7 trillion. So it just kept on adding on because the thing is we never paid back the debt. So it just over the time now we're at 27 trillion
in the world, like for other countries that we owe money to.
Yeah.
But who's to say that a lot of these countries don't owe money to us? Outside of maybe China.
Yes,
because America always helps out countries when it comes to maybe debt and in like we be so focused on outside countries' fucking problems that we don't even worry about the shit that's going on with our country when it comes to ICE and police brutality and all that and Asian hate. We so be focused on trying to help the free, make the whole world free like America is, that we don't fucking think about ourselves.
Yes, I get it, but at the same time, like we have more depth than the amount of things that we can produce in a year. So it's like,
that's true.
Like how much longer can we go without actually facing the fact that we do need to eventually pay up these debts? Because it's like if you don't pay a debt, it's only going to get larger, So you can't really do that. And especially with the pandemic right now, I don't know if you heard, but Joe Biden kind of did the to the states that lift the mandated mask because he just reinstate that again. So we're going back to...
Well, yeah, I don't give a fuck if you guys... Even if you... Places where everybody got the vaccine, you still should be wearing a mask. Because if people don't have the vaccine, you could spread it to them even if you have the vaccine.
Tell that shit to Texas and Florida.
Well, those governors are stupid.
But anyways, let's talk about money, okay? We're changing the topic a little bit. We're going to talk about money. Because... that's the most important thing. At the end of the day, it's all about money. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's about money and your loved ones. But, so, the one thing they never told us is that these motherfuckers, these rich guys, make money to, because they invest a lot of money. So, what is your stock in crypto looking like?
Crypto, I don't got shit in. I took all my money out of Dogecoin or Dogecoin.
Bullshit.
I don't have
ever put money in that.
Well, I made a little money when it was going crazy, like a month or 2 months ago.
Right.
I made a little money, like maybe a couple extra, like $50 to $70. But once I seen it starting to get ready to slowly start go back down, because all the people who really put like actual money in it, I put like maybe $50, $60 in Dogecoin, and then it went from 60 to like 130. And then when I seen the people who put actual money and start taking it out, my 130 went from 130 to like maybe 100. I took my shit out. I'm like, fuck it. I made a $40 profit. Might as well take it out. So all I'm really fucking with right now is just stocks. I haven't fucked with the crypto, because crypto it's not iffy, but you gotta really like be on it.
Let's talk about this crypto, right?
Stocks, like, you know what stocks are gonna fucking be good no matter if the market crash or not.
Do you want to talk about the crypto first or the stock?
Yeah, because I don't know a lot about crypto.
Okay, let's talk about this crypto, right? So could you see a world where, because the whole debate now is that the Bitcoin maximalists, or people or the altcoins or whatever, the crypto people think eventually that the fiat, which is our current source of money,
paper. Fiat like the car?
No, fiat like paper money.
How do you spell fiat?
FIAT.
It's like the car.
No, but you call money. You call paper money.
I'm sorry.
You call paper money fiat, dumbass.
I didn't know that's what they call it.
You fiat, bitch. Yes.
Why you gotta call me bitch?
Anyways, so they're saying that crypto could be the currency of the world, and it's just kind of I'm into crypto. I have like 6,000 or 7,000 into crypto, right? But I'm a believer in crypto, and we'll get into more of that. But let's talk about how in the world will the U.S. government and the federal will allow crypto to be the currency, because these motherfuckers gonna want to regulate anything that they touch.
And before you get real deep, I'm gonna let you get deep into it right now. Before you get into that, I think crypto is gonna become like maybe a secondary currency to like the dollar bill, but I don't think governments, not just even the U.S., I think around the world, I don't think governments are gonna let their dollar bills, whether it's
value
USD, whether it's euros, yen, I don't give a fuck what it is.
Right.
I don't think their government's gonna let their dollar bills value drop to where it's not relevant and everything is just ran off of crypto. That's never gonna happen, right? Because they gotta make money, and crypto is something that, like, you're asking if the government can regulate it, and I've seen podcasts where people said, I don't think the government.
No, right now they can't. They can tax you.
Right now they can. Yeah, they could tax you, but I don't think they're ever gonna be able to regulate it.
Yeah. Well, what it is that Bitcoin and like most crypto, they're decentralized. So it's all on the blockchain, and it's all very transparent, and the government can't. Over the time, it's unhackable, and what it is like it will take you more money and time to try to hack it than just to try to use it. So, anyways, but the thing is, at the end of the day, we still got to use our dollar bills to turn it into crypto, right? And crypto is just not at a place where it's like at the height. It's no way near the height. It's it's like it's doing the climb in my eye. It's people. There's still people where you're like crypto, and they're like, what is crypto? And I can't see it. I can't see it taking over as a currency anyway. What I do see is that what is happening is that people are losing faith in the dollar bill. They're losing faith in the dollar bill because of inflation. They're losing faith in it because we're printing way so much money that there's no way that you can print trillions and trillions and trillions more extra dollars and the dollar doesn't lose its value. Like, there's no way you can like make 10 more Picasso and like actually. Wrong example, because art is different, and we can get into NFT but there's no way you can print a bunch of fucking things and have like a mass amount of it, and then it still holds the same value. So a lot of people are parking their money into crypto because crypto is like a hedge against inflation. So like if you have your money in the bank, right, let's say, and inflation rate right now is at 1.64%, and it keeps on fucking going, and if it goes to like 2%, or if it goes to 3, or it goes to 4 or something like that, then your dollar isn't worth the same. So you're better off parking your money in crypto where it can fucking go up over time.
Make money off of it over time.
Right. So that's what people are thinking, and that's what I'm doing too, because I'm one of those guys who love saving. I'm one of those guys who love looking at my bank. It's like, oh, I got this much saved. Good. I feel secure. But at some point, you know, you start seeing motherfucker make money. You're like, man, I need to make money too.
I ain't got money like that. I'm not trying to put money in it like that, but I want to make money off of crypto. But that shit is just like, you can't put your money in the wrong cryptocurrency, because if not, you just gonna be wasting money. And I figured out that with the Dogecoin, like,
if you get in at the wrong time, you're losing.
The thing is, I put it in at the right time,
right?
But I didn't put enough money in,
right?
Like, you gotta at least put like a couple thousand.
You gotta put $1,000 in things in order to have sustainable gain.
Exactly.
But going back to inflation is that, like, so the more they print, the more our money is invaluable, right? And so I am into crypto just for the fact that I'm trying to save myself in case inflation does happen. And I'm one of those people who believe I'm one of those people who believe that inflation will happen. Like, do you believe that? Just because we're printing so much money right now.
Talking about inflation with money or crypto?
Inflation with money.
It's already happened. It's already happening right now.
It's already happened right now. But the thing is, our inflation rate, that's what
do I think it would get bad to the point where
it's still under 2%, so it's not as high.
Are you asking me, do I think it would get bad to the point to where money is not relevant anymore?
No, like if it gets to the point where, like, I know countries have like these things called hyperinflation, where, let's say, for example, I'll give you $5, right? Mm-hmm. And right now $5 you can get a fucking coffee anywhere. Mm-hmm. Actually, not Starbucks, but like, let's say,
yes, you can. If you don't got to get a big ass, you get a small fucking. You get a normal size coffee. With coffee, you don't need that much anyways. People just are addicted to coffee, so they want the bigger sizes. You only need the really small size of Starbucks anyways. So
if I give you $5 right now, you can go get a Starbucks. Yes. But if hyperinflation kicked in, that Starbucks suddenly will be $10 at night.
No, hyperinflation has never happened in America. And
it's never. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah,
I don't think it will. Like, yeah, we have inflation. We have our problems when it comes to the economy and money, but it's too many smart people in America to where, and I don't want to disrespect any other countries, or like, I'm not trying to do it like that, but in America, because America, like, everybody comes to America because you have a better opportunity. And so we get smarter people from other countries sometimes.
Right.
So, like, it's too many smart people in America to where hyperinflation will never happen because the government won't let that happen. And we're at the point where the Gen X, our generation, the generation that's maybe a couple years above us, the generation that's maybe 4 or 5 years above us, the generation that's maybe at the most 6 years above us, 7 years above us.
Right.
They're starting to take over politics, science, all that stuff. So all the older generations where these people are ignorant, they're at the point where they're retiring or they're getting kicked out.
Right.
So we got the younger people coming in that are more progressive, that are thinking about not just saving the country, but saving the world in a sense. Okay. So we have it where, right now it's bad right now, but I give it like
no, but it's not bad right now.
It's not that bad, but in 10 years, I think America would be in a better place than we are right now. A way better place.
But the one thing a lot of people are scared right now, which is which is why it's affecting the stock market. And if you're into stock,
hey, just hold on to whatever you got.
I'm down like $5,000.
I don't know about him.
I don't want to tell Nicole that, but I'm down like $5,000. It's not fucking rough. I don't
she's not about to look at this podcast.
She might. Oh my god. But yeah, it's bad. It's because the bond yields and it's just so much. And then the whole fucking ship in Zua.
That's fucked up the stocks a lot.
Yeah, that right now is a contributing factor to inflation also. So here's the connection, right? That port is like 12% of the world trade, right? So the longer the longer it takes for them to take shit from one ship here to another place, meaning that they're gonna have to raise the prices of things because it takes way longer and they're not getting the inventory in time. So then things has to cost a lot more.
Exactly.
So people are fucking worrying that it will affect the stock market because this can be an impact to inflation. I personally don't think it will be, but any day that any 24 hour that this canal is stuck is causing like 7 billion.
You're in the group chat with Henry and the stock and the crypto and all that shit. They said the boat was freed.
It was free. Yeah, no, it's flowing now and it's going. But any 24 hours that it was stuck, it was like $7 billion loss because that was just one boat. But the thing is, one boat clogged up the entire canal. Therefore, a bunch of small boats can't go through now. Exactly. So there's a bunch of small boats that can't go out, and then there's the small boats that can't go in. So it fucks up the whole world trade, and that's 12% of the world trade is through the canal. So
exactly.
So it really kind of fucks with the stock market. And today was fucking pain. It was bloody.
I'm glad I ain't got that much money in it.
It was fucking. I literally.
I did see my shit drop though.
I went on my TD and I literally went, all right, time to turn this phone around. I don't need to look at it anymore. I'm not checking the shit because the more I check, the more my heart rates. I was down $5,000.
You might be up 10 in a couple of weeks.
I might be, but the cool thing is, okay.
But you're not stupid though. Even if you put your shit in crypto, even if you have your shit in some stocks too, you put your shit in shit that
I'm up 2K in crypto.
But you put your shit in shit that you know that's not gonna, like, it might be down right now, but you put your shit in shit that you know that's not gonna fucking fail. That's like people who put stock in McDonald's. McDonald's is never gonna fail. Apple is never gonna fail. At least time.
Apple is like a
But my point is, no, that's true. But my point is, people, like, you might be down whatever you said you was, but you have your stocks and shit that you know that's not gonna fail anytime soon, at least. Yeah. Like, Apple is not about to go bankrupt next year. Right. Like, if Apple goes bankrupt next year, guess where the fuck this iPhone is going? In the fucking trash, and I'm going to get an Android. But that's not gonna happen.
That's not happening.
Apple's not going bankrupt next year, so that's my point.
I'm actually not invested in Apple. I'm not.
No, I get you're not investing in Apple, but my point is you're not risking your money. Like, even though you might be down right now,
I'm not worried.
Your money is still in shit that's gonna end up going back up eventually. It's not in some shit that, like, if it's down and then they end up going bankrupt in a week, now you're fucked. Right. You're good. Your shit is in smart companies. That's what I'm saying.
And yeah, so I'm not worried. I'm down, but eventually it'll be up. But the cool thing about me, and I know a lot of people are kind of like one or the other. I know a lot of crypto people that are like, oh, I'm only into crypto. And I know stock people that are like, I'm only into stock. You know?
Do a little both.
I'm doing both. So like if I'm down,
you gotta do a little both.
I'm down 5K in crypto, but I'm up 2K I'm up 2K in crypto, but I'm down 5K in stock. So
you're only down 3K.
Yeah, I'm only down. So when
you're only down 3K.
Yeah. And
you basically, if we're doing this, you put 5K in everything and you're only down 3. So you only lost 2,000 and you still got a bigger profit.
Right.
So if you was to fucking just say, I'm going to cash out everything right now, you still have a better profit than what you lost. So you're doing good.
Right. But the cool thing about stocks is that if you do share, unlike option, which is like a casino, I don't have to sell. And if I don't sell, I'm not losing money.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not going to sell when it's red. That's fucking stupid. I'm going to sell when it's profit. So, yeah, no, so I do believe in, like, if you do want to diverse your profile, like, you got to be into crypto and you got to be into stock at the same time. But the thing is, how are you learning about this? I spend like 6-7 hours a day listening and reading stock news and crypto news. I know a lot of people ain't going to do that shit. It just takes way too much time. And that's the thing that I hold myself accountable, is because before I didn't know how to build wealth the way rich people build wealth
through stocks
and invest.
Exactly.
The more I just save things, I'm like, I'm not making no money if it's just saving.
it took us getting into a worldwide pandemic where everybody in the world had to sit in the house because of COVID for me to realize that. And I'm not stupid. You know me, I'm not stupid. So I always had a suspicion, but it took this pandemic happening, like the beginning of the pandemic, for me to realize that this is how rich people make money. It's not, they don't just make money off fucking what they doing. They make money off of fucking stocks. Yeah. And not even just stocks. They make money off of investing. And if
private equity,
and if
private
people,
company,
and
real
if people
estate.
from a lower income, when you get that extra money, if you just take that sometime, and I don't want to sound like the people on Twitter who be talking about, oh no, how you got 9 to 5 when I'm just investing and making this bank. But if you take sometimes when you got extra money, if you take that shit and invest it,
you're gonna make more money.
That shit'll really help you in the long run, and you might not know it because I get it. We all broke, so sometimes it's hard. But if you take that money, sometimes that little extra money you got, instead of fuck the trip, fuck the family vacation, fuck buying the nice ass shoes, something. If you put that money in some stocks, invest in something, and you could fuck around and turn a couple hundred, maybe $1,000 into like fucking 20. And then take that 20, put 10,000 in savings, put another 10 back in stocks, and you could turn that other 10 that you put back in stocks into another 20.
Bro, I literally
split that again, and it's the same thing.
I literally went from having like nothing but saving to no saving. I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor here. I'm just saying me. I'm not gonna tell you to do that, but I literally barely have any money saved.
You have to be.
I literally said, no, fuck this. I'm going to make a shit ton of money from crypto and stock.
But you got to be willing to, take the risk.
I'm taking the fucking risk.
If you don't want to take the risk, that's understandable. Don't take the risk. If you don't got the money to take the risk, don't do it. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. Nobody could be mad at that, because if you're not in the position, there's no point in risking your money, fucking risking almost your livelihood in stocks. But if you got the little, it could be a couple hundred. It could be $100, $200. You could turn 100 with stocks. I've seen people turn 100 into fucking 50,000 almost. So it's just what you.
I don't know about that. Well, stock what they in.
But I'm exaggerating. But you get
maybe like $1,000.
No, I've seen people turn 100 into almost like 7,000, 8,000, almost 10K.
It's probably penny stocks.
That's not the point, though. If you willing to, that's my point. If you willing to take that risk, it don't matter if it's 100 or 800. If you don't got the money, you gotta just be able to take that risk. But
but the thing is to invest your money and not to park your money, because by parking your money, you're only losing the value.
You're just losing value because you're at the in the end point, you're just spending money. If you're parking it and just putting it in an account.
Right. And another thing is that the psychology in money is kind of funny how it works. If you only put your money in the saving, right? Most of the time, considering like how strong you have as far as like your spending wise, right? Most of the time, like, let's say if you go to the mall, right, and you got some money in the savings, but you ain't got no money in the checking, and you're like, "Fuck, I really want this. I really want this shit. I really want." All right, let's fuck it. Let's just transfer
a little to my to my checking.
Yeah, see,
I got a lot in my checking, but the point is, in my savings, but I didn't have nothing in my checking because I wasn't using it like that. Everything.
See, that's the psychology. So now
I have to fucking transfer it, and after this. After those vans are like $50 that I just bought.
That's a lot.
Vans. That's only $50.
I know. I buy vans too. So,
but after this right here, and I told you how much it costs. Yeah. After this, I said I'm not spending.
Yep. Good.
Out of everything in my savings, I'm not spending no more money. I bought everything I need. You already sent in the group chat what I need. Don't fucking speak on it, but. You already know, like, I gotta get everything I need. Yeah. I don't need shit else. So, I got my computer. I got my laptop. I could stream. I could do Twitch. I could fucking do all the shit we need to do for the podcast. I could do shit when I go back to school on my laptop. I got everything I need. So any money I got now, when I got extra money, that shit going straight to the savings. But that's not the thing.
Savings?
To the saving, yes. Extra money.
Oh, okay.
Shit to pay bills and shit is going to my check-ins, but any extra shit is going to the savings, and that's the thing.
You're not putting that in stock?
I'm putting savings first so I could build that up.
Oh, okay.
Then once I get extra more, I must start putting more in stock.
Oh, okay.
But that's the thing. People from lower income neighborhoods, they don't understand that. Like, you got to be able to you got to be able to build shit up and then put that money. You got to be able to have enough money to open a savings so you could put money.
Right.
And
I'm pretty sure
and you know me, like, I spend a lot of money.
You spend a lot of money, bro. Let's not talk about financial here with you, Mister. I spend. I burn out.
I got money.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, wait.
But hold on, let me finish this. People, like, when you get, you got to be able to, when you get extra money and
let me ask you a quick question. It's gonna tie into you.
That's fine. Go ahead.
My question is that how, like, based on the people you know from low, we all come from low.
We all of my friends, everybody.
How often do people actually
talk about saving money?
Prioritize and their savings. How often?
When I talk about my close friends, so when it comes to you, I'm not gonna name everybody. Like, the people who watched, if they watch this podcast, my close friends.
Let's leave.
I don't want to name people.
Let's leave the people that I know out. Just the friends that you know that I don't know. No.
So, like, when it comes to, like, DeAndre and Raj and all them, like, a couple of my close friends, they know, but
all
a
right.
lot of people we know don't know it.
Okay.
That's the thing.
All right.
But a lot of people that I fuck with that you know, but you don't fuck with like that.
Yeah.
When we come to finance, we all, like, cause we're black, so, like, we have to. We're not like and I don't want to disrespect our parents, but we're not like our parents. Like, we want better for ourselves, better for our children, and better for our future. So we know when it comes to, like, my black friends,
right?
But when it comes to, like, my non-black friends, and not all of them, because you're smart, Henry's smart.
Yeah,
it's a couple other people that's smart. I'm not gonna name them. I don't like naming my friends on the podcast because that's just weird. But you get what I'm saying? Like, it's people, like, the people I talk to every day, or the people I talk to every other day, the people in our fantasy league, they know. All those people, they know. Like, even the people that you know, I've educated them on, like, saving money. Like, I've tried to educate them. So if they know, if they don't want to know, that's on them. Yeah, but they know.
But you didn't answer my questions, though. Is how often do you notice that those people actually prioritize saving money?
A lot. The people outside of the people in our fantasy league, because I don't ask them about it like that, so I'm not saying it like that. But you said, when I was away from the mic, you heard what the names I said. Those people in that group chat that I'm with, we talk about finances and shit a lot. So, well, my thing, we try to. Because we're black, like I said, we're in those group chats. We're all black, so we try to outside of sunshine. Yeah, but we're all black, so we try to, like, because as black people, like, this is shit that we need to know growing up, because we need to know this shit so we don't fucking end up like no offense to our parents, but we won't end up like our parents or the generations before us. We want to be able to have money, have generational wealth, and all that shit. So we talk about this shit all the time.
Okay, well, see, I was at that place too, and where I was getting at was, all I did was just save money. I have my own personal savings, and then I have my 401k, which is another saving plan.
I just opened up my savings this year, and I'm disappointed in myself because I feel like I should have I should have had a savings when I was fucking 20, when I was 21, but I didn't have money like that. But now that I've made more money, and I actually have the extra money to put in the savings. Let
me talk about the psychology of saving. Okay,
it is.
So you know,
there's a psychology behind it.
The psychology of saving. When I was trying to talk to you about the shopping centers, right? So all I had money in the saving. That's all I was trying to do. I was always prioritizing saving, but I got to a point where it's like, the psychology of money is like, when you have money in the savings and you don't have money in the checking, and like you go to places, just like, oh, okay, fuck it, like, let me just transfer it to my checking account and let me just use that. And it's like, we often do that shit so much, right? And I got to a point where I was like, dude, my saving money isn't fucking making me money, and
you gotta put it in the right savings account where you get interest.
Wait, I do get interest, but it's just not. It's not that great. And then if you do put it in a dividends bank account, you do get taxed on dividends. So I didn't do that either.
Well, see, Hold on. Let me interrupt you real quick. Here's the thing. So we talked off camera about, like, everybody who knows me knows I got in an accident. I broke my fucking thigh bone, so eventually I got a little settlement check, whatever. But we talked about it. It's not like you know how much money I got personally. Like, a lot of people don't know that, but you know personally, you specifically. I know. I've told the people that I'm close with how much money I got, but it's not the same as what I told you.
Right.
Because once I actually got the actual check, like, you can't fucking just you can't just put that shit in you can't just put all that shit in the savings. Like, when you someone that comes from lower income, you got to, like, try to spread that shit out everywhere.
Yeah, you got to buy some things. I get it.
Exactly.
I get it. No, what I was trying to get at is just what I was trying to get at is, I'm trying to tell you, over the time when you're not investing money but you're only saving money, what I noticed that sometimes I get in a place where it's so easy to transfer the money from the saving to the checking. But now
I'm at right now.
I know,
and that's my thing. Like we talked about off camera, my apartment, everything happened, so they've been fixing the hardwood floors and the ceiling and all that bullshit. So I haven't been able to work for the past couple weeks. When I get back to working, a lot of that money that I get exactly what you're saying. A lot of money that I make is going straight to my savings.
Yeah. Well, no.
You have to learn how to do that.
Yeah, I know. I learned how to do that, but now I'm learning something different. I'm learning that
it don't just work just putting it into your savings. You got like your savings.
Wait. Let me finish.
Go ahead. My fault. I'm sorry to interrupt.
It don't like that. My mindset about money is different. So when you have money in the savings, you can always depend on pulling money out in the savings and spending.
Exactly.
But when you don't have money in the savings, like me right now, I don't have money in the saving. Not saying that I don't have money. I do have money.
You have money in savings, but you're not trying to pull that shit out.
Right. They're all invested.
I
can't pull it out. So therefore, the psychology of money is like, now I don't have the security blanket of transferring my money from the saving into the checking. I can't fucking pull it out.
Exactly.
Maybe if it's a super accident, then I'm like, maybe I gotta sell my crypto.
Maybe if it's a little money here or there, yes, but you're not trying to pull like a shit ton out. I get you.
So now
I'm in the same point. So like, I'm not trying to touch shit like that. Like, the shit in my savings, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the shit in my savings, like, if I don't have to touch at this point, like, if I'm taking anything out of my savings,
though.
I've touched a little. But here's the thing: the shit in my savings, if I'm touching it, it's only like maybe $100, literally. And I'm not just trying to say like 100, like a couple hundred, like maybe 200, 300, 400. Right. I'm talking about literally like 100, like them Vans, like. What did we just say? Hold on. What did we just say? I haven't worked in a while because of my apartment and everything. Right. So them Vans, I wanted to buy them. I seen them. You seen the Vans I got? They lit. I see. So like, I was like, fuck it. Like, I had enough money in my checking, but I was like, I don't want to like push myself to the limit that I put myself at. So I took like maybe $80 out of my savings. Only 80.
So you see what I'm telling you. When you have money in the checking, but you don't have money invested, it's easy to spend the saving money. But when you do have money in this investment, let's say you have no money in the bank as far as savings. Like, let's say you have no money in your saving plan, right? And you went to that shopping center like today, right? And you saw that van, right? And you're like, fuck, I really want it. And imagine you have you don't have enough in your checking account or whatever like that, right? But you have money in like your crypto wallet or your stock, right? And you're not going to end up getting that Vans because you're like, I'm not selling this stock that can ultimately end up making me thousands.
And here's the thing.
This dumb.
And here's the thing. It's a couple stocks I have that you told me to invest in. So I have money in those. Like, maybe right now, it's not a lot. It's like maybe $170. So it's not a lot, but it's something. Like, I started off at 40 and I'm at 170.
Yeah,
so that's a good profit.
That's a good start.
And I had enough to buy those Vans right now, but I was like, you know what? I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna just add that extra $80 just so I can have that cushion.
Yeah.
But outside of those Vans that I just bought, even though they were only like $60, outside adding on the socks, the Vans socks that I bought, so I could wear them with shorts. So I'm not wearing Nike socks with Vans because you know me. But anyways, outside of that, like, I only spent $80. Even with the socks, I only spent $80.
You do need a what I call it is like maybe like a spreadsheet.
No, I gotta start doing that.
You gotta start a spreadsheet.
But when I walked out of the fucking outlet in the van and I went to the van store today, I said everything in my savings, whatever is in there right now,
staying in there.
I'm no longer touching it because, like you said, I haven't been able to work.
Yeah.
But now that I can actually go back to work this week, like I'm going to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like after we post the podcast tomorrow at noon.
Yeah.
We're posting it around noon.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get it to noon.
As soon as we post that shit at noon, I'm going to work to make some fucking money. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how much I got in my savings. I'm trying to make money. I don't give a fuck. I'd rather have extra money and then have the shit in my savings that I don't have to touch and still have extra money that I can spend.
I know, but what I was trying to say.
Not everybody thinks like that.
I know. But what I was trying to say is that, yes, save money. I have 2 401ks, a Roth. And I have a bunch of shit. Save money, yes. But what I'm trying to say is, if you do want to put yourself in a mindset where you don't ever spend your saving money, invest the money because you're never going to touch that investment.
Exactly.
And then down the line, that investment will be worth more than what your saving account will look like. That's all I'm saying. All right. Anyway, I think that's it for this fucking episode. All right, y'all. That's it for today. I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna need to feed this puppy. Oh, he's gonna get in the frame. All right, man. But yeah, thanks for listening. Make sure you like, subscribe. We'll be back next week again with some more topics we're gonna talk about.
Yes, sir.
Make sure, like, subscribe, and this is Can't Tell Me None podcast.
Hit that notification button too as well.
And yeah, we're out. Timber, say bye to the camera.
I'm not Timber, but
Timber, say bye. Oh no, you just invited him. There it is. That's okay. We're out now.